Much has been said in recent weeks about the importance of public confidence in the administration of justice. So I wanted to spend some time tonight exploring this concept. It sounds very high level and esoteric, but actually it is very simple and has a direct effect on our daily lives. If you go home tonight and find your front door kicked in and your television missing, you have a choice. You can ring the police and report the theft. And you will make that call if you are confident in the justice system. If you are confident that the police are properly resourced and will respond promptly and effectively, that the perpetrator, when caught, will be appropriately prosecuted and dealt with by a fair judicial system and by a competent judge. Or you can ring the boys in the cricket club, football club, insert the sport of your choice, and they can gather their bats and their golf clubs and conduct an investigation of their own, and when who they believe the perpetrator to be is located, can carry out their own form of justice, perhaps most kindly described as rough justice. The true miracle of the system of justice that we enjoy in this country is that we have replaced revenge with justice. We do not operate a form of self-service violence and pretend that this is adequate law enforcement. We do not take the law into our own hands. Rather, we leave it to the justice system because over centuries we have developed robust institutions and important checks and balances to ensure that we are ruled by law, not by power, and that this law rules over all equally, and some are not more equal than others because of their bank balances. Consider for one moment what a remarkable and important achievement this is, and how it provides true peace and security for our lives and a real protection of our rights. But also consider how fragile it is. The rule of law and the administration of justice rests on public confidence. It rests on the confidence that every link in that chain of actions which you put in place when you make that first phone call to the police will work. It is a truism that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So everybody involved in our system of justice, every solicitor, every barrister, every prosecutor, every attorney general, every judge, and indeed each one of us in this place has to be sure that we act in a way which is worthy of public confidence and does not weaken other links in the chain. Attacks on the independence of the judiciary have long been recognised as threats to public confidence in the administration of justice and guarded against. We need to know that judges are not subject to political interference or able to be lent on by government and will decide matters fairly and according to law. They must not be financially penalised for their decision-making or able to be sacked by an angry government. Of course, this is a modern iteration of the very real threats in Tudor and Stuart times which judges faced to life and liberty. And their reputations and their capabilities must not be unfairly impugned because, especially in our social media age, this also has the capacity to cause a loss of public confidence in the capacity of our judiciary and hence in the administration of justice itself. Judges should not be the public targets of ministers looking for reasons to change court jurisdictions, nor should they be the subject of public criticism by other members of the executive without very good cause. Because this represents more than a sideswipe at the individuals themselves. It risks shaking the fragile foundations of our system of justice. All the links must be strong, all the links in the chain must be maintained. And all of us in the system have an obligation to maintain public confidence in the administration of justice. And if you are disposed to be guided by the wisdom of a former Justice of the High Court of Australia, Justice Michael Kirby, then the Attorney-General has a particular responsibility in this regard. As Justice Kirby said in a lecture in 1998, the Attorney-General is the traditional political guardian of the judiciary, and the Attorney-General, as the traditional leader of the legal profession, should speak up where judges are unfairly criticised by politicians and others for doing their duty, and by doing so, maintain public confidence in the administration of justice. Think of this the next time you pick up a phone because you are facing a problem.